How to create boundaries on dating websites. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to set boundaries on dating websites. So what I want to talk about first is, you sometimes when it comes to dating websites, you need to basically put in your bio the kinds of things that you're looking for and the kinds of things that you're not looking for. Because, some people, which I kind of find a little bit confusing, but some people go on dating websites just to find friends, just to find companions. Whereas if you're looking for a romantic relationship, then you kind of need to put that on there. You kind of need to say something along the lines of, I'm looking to meet and date people and see how things go. And I think that's kind of like the best kind of thing to say on a dating website, because you're not looking to get straight into a relationship. You probably are looking for, just to date new people and see how things go, because you don't really know how, the first person you meet or the second person or the third person you meet, you don't know how those interactions are going to go. Because what you should be doing when you go on a date is seeing how things go, instead of, I want to get into a relationship straight away and stuff like that. So put it like that on your dating profile, what you're looking for. And also, again, put on things there that you're not looking for. So let's say I'm not really looking for friendship. I'm only looking to people to date. So you don't get people out there that are messaging you just wanting some kind of companion and things like that. Of course, this might not always deter people who want different things, because, there might be some people on there that are just looking for hookups. And that might, they may read your profile but still message you anyway. So obviously when these kinds of things happen, when someone does come to your profile and they're kind of disregarding what you've said in your bio, then, the block button is your friend. So if they're looking for just a hookup or something like that, or something that you just don't want, something that you're just not looking for, then, you can easily just block them or just say to them no thanks and just stop talking to them. You don't have to entertain these people or be polite to these people. It's your life and you get to choose basically who you speak to. And, you don't even have to reply to them. You don't have to do anything. If someone is suggesting that what you do with them is not something that you want, you don't have to reply. You can just ghost them. It doesn't matter. Just be honest with yourself and don't feel like you need to reply to everybody just to be polite, because you don't, right? And like I said, the block button is your friend if someone says or does anything that's inappropriate. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please leave a like on it and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if there's anything you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much. Now, it could be the case that some people are just a little bit ignorant. So if they do suggest something that you're not looking for, you can tell them like, hey, it says in my bio, I'm just looking for this. I'm not really interested in that. Make sure you only message people and start interacting with people that want the same things as you. You can say that to them, because it might be the case that they're just ignorant and they just don't know. And perhaps they're being too lazy to read through people's profiles and they're just looking at photos, And it might be the case that by you saying and giving them the corrective action, it might actually change them and they might start putting their best foot forward from now on and actually checking people's bios for what they want instead of just blindly messaging people. So that's another thing that you can do. But again, you don't have to do that. Like I said, you can just ghost these people or you could just block them. It doesn't matter. But the important thing is that you don't feed into those people. You don't reply to them because you're hoping to change them. Don't reply to them because you're hoping you're just trying to be polite or something like that. You don't have to do those things. However, because you're on a dating website, sometimes it can be very difficult to stop these people from messaging you anyway. So like if you get a lot of messages and you get a lot of interaction from people who don't want the same kind of things of you, unfortunately sometimes it just kind of comes with the territory of putting yourself out there on the internet and on that kind of platform. You are going to get messages every so often from weirdos. You're going to get them from people that are not wanting the same things as you. You're going to get it from people who just want hookups and things like that. You're going to get people that haven't really looked through your profile properly and just saw your photos, and they're not putting in the effort to actually really get to know you. They're just going on how you look and things like that. You are going to get people like that, unfortunately, and it just comes with the territory. But like I said, but the good thing is that most of these sites do have a block button. They do have ways that you can filter these people out, and you don't have to reply to them. You never have to respond to them if you do not want to. You can ghost them, you can block them, and if you really want to, then you can speak to them and tell them what it is that you're looking for, and tell them to, make sure that they check people's profiles before they reach out to people, because it's just a lot of wasting of time, basically, because it wastes your time to open those messages, it wastes their time to send those messages. So, you can obviously do that if you want to, but again, you don't have to. You can block these people, and obviously one of the good ways that you can deter them is by putting in your bio what you are looking for, what you're not looking for. But like I said, that doesn't mean that you aren't going to get some people that are going to message you regardless anyway. If you are looking to find the right partner, then I highly recommend that you watch this video on how to attract the right partner. It might be also good to consider your age range. So if you are looking for someone who may be a bit older than you, then it might be a good idea to actually go on a dating website as opposed to using like a dating app. Because usually on dating apps, because they're so easily accessible, sometimes you do get a lot of people on there. There is a lot of traffic on there. There is a lot of people using those things, and a lot of those things are really easy to download. They're easy to get a hold of, and a lot of the people that use those kinds of things can be people that don't have much integrity, that don't understand boundaries, that perhaps haven't grown up yet. So it might be good to use dating websites instead of dating apps. And also it may cost you some money, but you can always choose the premium options on these websites. So that really helps with your search, and it may even help filter out some of those people that are just time wasters. I'm not saying that you can't use dating apps like Tinder, because that's how I met my wife. I met my wife on Tinder. But just be very, very cautious of those kinds of websites and those kinds of apps, because obviously there is a lot of people on there, and because it's so easily accessible, you can get strange people on there. You can get those people that don't understand boundaries, that are not very nice, basically. So the safer options in those kinds of cases is using websites and picking the more premium options. And also they have a lot more features and things like that as well. It's not just you can just download these things and start talking to people instantly. There's usually like some things that you need to do and need to purchase before you can send messages and things like that. At least that's how it used to be when I once used dating websites. Obviously, if you're looking for someone your age, let's say you're 25 or something, then obviously dating apps might be a bit better, because you might be able to find people in your age range. Whereas if you're looking for someone a bit older, dating websites will probably be better. Or if you are older yourself, then dating websites might be better instead of dating apps, which are mostly used by young people and people that can't really afford the big premium, dating websites. But the best thing for you to do, when it comes to setting boundaries, is to stick to your guns. Try not to get in any heated debates or arguments with people that send you rude messages, or messages that you just don't want being sent to you. Try to ignore those people, block them. You can tell them, to give them the corrective action if you want to, but don't feel like you need to do those kinds of things. The block button is your friend, and it's the greatest boundary setter. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.